Hello and welcome everybody to the Gold and Silver Club weekly commodities review for the 28th of August 2015, presented by myself, Phil Carr at the Gold and Silver Club. So today we'll be reviewing the latest developments in the commodities markets. We've got lots to cover. We'll be analysing the week's performance. The live session we'll be covering an overview of the commodities markets. We'll be looking at the top trades of the week. We'll cover live market commentary and technical analysis. And of course, we'll be answering any questions you have as well. So if you've got any questions or comments at all, please do put those into the chat. So just welcome those of you who just joined us now. Okay, so let me introduce you first to the Gold and Silver Club. I'm sure you're aware, but if you're not, the Gold and Silver Club is an international commodities trading, research and advisory group. We specialize in the precious metals, the energies, the agricultural markets. The Gold and Silver Club is recognized as the leading go-to authority on commodities. As internationally respected experts, our analysis, our opinions on the metals, the energies, the agricultural markets, they're routinely sought by major financial television channels and publications, which include Bloomberg, Reuters, CNN, Global Banking and Finance Review, The Wall Street Journal, to name a few. Our team of experts has advised and taught technical analysis, fundamental research and portfolio management to more than 75,000 private and institutional clients worldwide. For further information on the Gold and Silver Club and our expertise, please do go to our website, www.thegoldandsilverclub.com. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the price of gold right now. So we're currently sitting at a key zone. We're at $1,126 per ounce. So gold has given back some of its gains from last week. There's been some nice sell short opportunities this week on gold. So I hope some of you caught those moves, and we'll move over to some of the top trades that we've had at the Gold and Silver Club using our signature trading strategies. So first of all, there's been a lovely sell short opportunity on. We discussed this last week where we came up to the upper end of the resistance channel for gold. That was a very important zone for gold. If it broke and closed above that level, we could have seen a full-on rally and a continuation, but it was getting quite overextended. So we came up to that major resistance. We couldn't break it. On Friday, we started to consolidate around that zone. On Monday, we continued to consolidate. And Tuesday, we broke down, and we broke down really nicely in the next couple of days and hit our take profit, 250 points profit. We had a couple of trades on this, so we've ride both day trades and also swing trades on this just over a couple of days. So we've come out just around this support zone. You've got a nice trend line at the moment, and gold, we'll look at it shortly. It's in decision mode now, so it could either from this point find support or it could break down. So it needs a little more, we need a little bit more consolidation. I'll show you that shortly on the charts, what we're looking for next. Light sweet crude oil, we just had a very quick day trade just this morning actually on crude. We had a tremendous breakout to the upside. Weren't really looking to go counter trend this because there's such a huge downward trend on oil at the moment. It looks like we might get a dead cat bounce here, so we certainly got some short squeezes yesterday. We saw a big pop to the upside, and now we're looking at opportunities to sell into this rally. So on confirmation, but we just picked up a very quick day trade this morning on light sweet crude oil, and we've also looking at Brent crude oil. We've got trades on Brent as well, which we'll go through shortly too. And another setup which we got triggered into, pending orders on this, which have been on our longer term trades here. We got in palladium for a sell short break of major support. We had a consolidation over about 10 days there, broke down earlier on in the week. Nice 370 point trade. It's starting to retrace now, so we're out of this palladium sell short, but that was a really nice breakdown as well. So those are some of the top trades that we've had this week. It's been a fascinating week with the equity markets as well. I'm sure a lot of you are aware the Black Monday this week, where we saw China stocks and US stocks, European stocks all get essentially hammered. On Monday we saw major supports broken, huge volatility on the VIX, and we saw some huge sell-offs, which has just been incredible to see these sort of moves occurring. And with that, it's created opportunities across other markets as well. So let's just have a look now. We'll move over to the commodities, and I'll talk you through what opportunities that we can look at as we come into next week. First of all, let's start off with Brent crude oil. So Brent crude oil, this is the pop. So we were overdue, right? Certainly a rotation back towards the upper end of the trend channel. We had quite a significant pop yesterday, so this would have seen a lot of short covering, a lot of sellers who've been in for a while now, and those who would have tried to get in at the bottom obviously got popped out of their trade with a 400-point move to the upside. Very significant for oil, that move to the upside, but it looks like we just encountered resistance. You can see on the tighter time frames this morning starting to sell off. We're getting a little bit of support, rejection around this zone, a little bit of support. So I'm still looking at the potential. If we can just break through support this morning about 46.50 or into the afternoon, we're likely to come all the way back down again. This could present a very good selling opportunity here. Looking to sell into strength still with oil, unless we get a break or a close above this trend channel. That would be sign to me that we're potentially going to get a short-term rally, but we've already had 3 days of rally on oil. If you look at light sweet crude oil as well, very similar situation to Brent. You've got a nice downward trending channel. We just had a pop above that this morning. You can just draw this very clearly on the chart. We've come up to the upper end of the channel. We've got a few different channels. You've got a primary and a secondary channel. So this is your other channel where we've just been sitting between support and resistance. So it's been some beautiful trades on oil throughout this whole downward move. So again, we're looking to get back short and looking to take this all the way back down to the lower end of the trend channel, as long as it doesn't break and close above the upper end of the trend channel today. If it does that, then we'll start looking at positions for a long. Now, looking at copper, same situation really. Copper had a good rotation high yesterday. We had a nice pop to the upside yesterday. We did have some sell shorts, which have now closed on copper, but it's come back up to the upper end of the trend channel. Again, rejection. It's a decision day for copper here. Again, you can see we've got a nice upward trending channel. Here we've also got overhead resistance. So if we get a pop and a break above this channel and close above it, then yes, we could be in for a short term, a bottom to form here. And we might start to build up support as we go into next week, build up a base. But if we break lower, it's probably more of the same, come back down to the lower end of the trend channel, and copper will continue to sell off. So it's a bit of a decision day for copper and oil today, but we're looking to get in some early entries on those. If we move it over, let's look, first of all, we'll have a look at gold. So gold's looking very interesting here. So you've got a V-shaped reversal pattern on gold. You've got a trending, you've got a neckline here, which if we break that, we're going to go down. Okay, so if we've got an inverse hammer forming on the daily. If we break this trend line, got horizontal support, we're coming down, okay? We're probably coming down thick and fast. Now, if you look at silver, silver broke down to 5-year lows this week. 5-year lows, and gold hardly moved. Gold, by the equivalent, would need to move about another 600 points lower to have the same equivalent move that silver has had. So is silver going to lead gold and the other metals lower? Silver had a bit of a pop towards the lower end of the trend channel here earlier on this week. It dipped below $14 an ounce, and then it came back up. You've more or less got the potential, if we break this trend channel, to come down between now and the end of the year. If it breaks the channel, if it doesn't break the channel and close below it, then silver will get supported. But if it does, there is a potential for silver to get down to $11 an ounce. If it does that, it will bring gold and the other precious metals very likely will come down with it. Certainly the industrial metals will come down with that. Palladium's had quite a big sell-off. So silver at a critical decision point, or it's going to turn around at this market. So if we have a look at gold, gold now sitting with an inverse hammer on the daily. We've come up to 1, 2, 3 bounces, came up to resistance. We were definitely overbought. Gold just consolidated, broke down lower. So we took this break, support. So support down to the next support. So that was a nice 250 odd move down to that next support zone. We've got a trend channel, and you've also got this almost looks like a head and shoulders pattern just forming here. You could put that on the horizontal or a trend line. You can see there where we could just get this little head and shoulders pattern forming. So you've got, here's your left shoulder. This is your main head of the head and shoulders pattern. And then this is where we could just have the right shoulder of the head and shoulders pattern here. So this is what we'll be looking at potentially as we go into next week. Now looking at platinum still consolidating, had a nice pop over the last couple of days. Whilst it's channeling within these zones here, some major support at 943, resistance at 1038. There's not really too much to be done here for platinum. The spreads and the overall risk to reward on these trades is not great right now. So we're still on the sidelines, rather trade it through gold and silver. Palladium, of course, had a nice little break. Now, are we as well going to get a goodbye kiss for Palladium, where it just breaks down previous support, turns into resistance, inverse hammer on the daily, and then we continue to sell off? So if we start seeing the metals rotate lower today, then we'll see gold break down. Enjoyed today's session and you would like to get more of this analysis throughout the week, you can join our live trading room where you get live analysis, live trading ideas, live support throughout the week. You can also, you've got an opportunity to join our private membership academy where you've got access to all of our training videos, previous recordings, strategies, and a whole lot more. So you can very simply find out more about the Gold and Silver Club and our live trading room programs and access to our membership site. Very simply go to www.jointhegoldensilverclub.com. Enrollment is by application only. Just complete the enrollment form. We'll get in touch with you ASAP. And let me just show you what the enrollment form looks like. So it's very simply, it's just www.jointhegoldensilverclub.com. And for those of you who will be joining us and filling in the application, we of course look forward to welcoming you to the Gold and Silver Club. Good trading, and we'll definitely see you all on the next one.